Okay, so good morning once again. We're getting started. So let me first introduce myself. My name is Rita Njenzi. I'm the National Coordinator for the Youth Startup Academy Uganda with the International Trade Center, ITC, all the way from Uganda, East Africa. The Youth Startup Academy Uganda is a project, a joint collaboration between the International Trade Center, ITC, COMEUP, which is the Korea SME and Startups Agency, Hive Collab as our local implementing partner, Ugandan Incubator, and of course, NITA U as our local government partner. I could tell you so much more about the Academy, but we've created an amazing video to tell you more about who we are, what we do, and what we have to offer. So before I proceed, let's go ahead and watch the video.
Uganda is one of the most entrepreneurial countries in the world. The rate at which you start companies is completely stellar. However, we also see that a lot of our companies never live to see their first birthday. And this presents a major problem in this country, where we're seeing a lot of companies starting but dying very quickly. On the other hand, we see a high rate of youth unemployment, which means that there's a need for us to create jobs much faster. And this really is where YSA comes in, to help boost entrepreneurship within the country, but at the same time lead to job creation.
Some of the partners we're working with in the YSAU are Korea SMEs, who are the actual funders of this program. And then we have ITC. ITC is the international implementing partner for this program, the YSAU program, while NITA-U is the government implementing partner for the program. And then Hive ourselves, we are the local implementing partner. So we are a consortium of about 4 partners who are driving the Youth Startup Academy Uganda.
Since the launch of the Youth Startup Academy Uganda, we've seen some great milestones that have been achieved. We have supported close to 700 entrepreneurs from across the country. These are young, ambitious people. We provide them with linkages to investors, a well-equipped facility that includes a makerspace, that includes co-working space. We provide them access to market through local, regional, and international exhibitions, to help them refine and to build a sustainable business that will have a lasting impact.
One of the most exciting things for us at the YSA is seeing the success of our alumni companies. And so every investment deal that is closed is a great testament to the incredible work that is happening here at the Youth Startup Academy. Every memorandum of understanding or potential partnership that is signed by our alumni companies is a testament to the fruits, perhaps, of what is being done here at YSA.
Going into business, you may think that, I'm okay, I have an idea, it's great, people are going to buy it, but there's so much that goes into running a business. And I think for me, that is one thing that YSAU gave me, a community of people who've experienced and done it all, willing to hold my hand and, just giving me the much needed guidance and information that, a young startup founder needs to have.
This came at a time when we were really conceptualizing, what our value offering means, and the tailored hands-on support from the YSA program actually helped us accelerate our growth.
The program has helped Hive grow. It has also improved Hive's visibility within the community or within the ecosystem, because now Hive is not only seen as an incubation or a co-working space, but we are seen beyond that. We are offering mentorship, we are offering acceleration, and we have actually grown to more acceleration programs based on our current incubation program of the YSAU.
Through support from the Youth Startup Academy Uganda, our entrepreneurs have been able to raise investment.
Collectively, the entrepreneurs have secured a total funding of $770,000, including a Korean VC investment from Mr. Park. This investment by Mr. Park marks a milestone as the first ever venture capital investment from a Korean entity in a private company within Uganda.
We've seen a great number of jobs that have been created, over 200 jobs created because of the entrepreneurs that we have supported.
And what is exciting is that close to 50% of the jobs being created by our companies are actually going to women. So we see that there's a lot of gender inclusivity coming as a result of this program as well.
As part of the YSAU policy activity, we organized 2 information sharing workshops that brought together key stakeholders from the Ugandan startup ecosystem. This included the technical working group from the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives, as well as members of parliament, including a parliamentary drafts team led by Honorable Okot. The Korean government, through Professor Kim from the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, provided policy recommendations and best practices from the Korean startup ecosystem. These insights will catalyze the local startup ecosystem and make a lasting impact by fostering collaboration and setting a clear path for the growth and success of the startup ecosystem in Uganda. Another one of our alumni, Kara, is in the process of raising investment from the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, and this has happened through the Youth Startup Academy Uganda at GITEX Africa.
This was the biggest technology event on the African continent, and we took 10 of our top-notch companies to Morocco to not only exhibit, but also to pitch and engage with investors. And it was indeed a very fruitful trip.
10 of our startups actually did pitch on the international platform, and yeah, some of them did receive. We have about 4 of them who did receive actual investment from this GITEX.
They say it takes a village to raise a child. Now I believe that it takes a global village to raise a global company.
We would like to thank the Korea Ministry of SMEs and Startups and the Korea SMEs and Startups Agency COSME for making all of this possible.
But also we want to thank the implementing partners in Uganda, the likes of Hive Collab and NITA Uganda, who have been a very integral aspect of the success of YSA Uganda. And of course, not forgetting the International Trade Center that I represent. I think all these partners and a lot of our ecosystem players have been integral in ensuring that we continue to grow and build a thriving ecosystem where Ugandan companies can launch to the rest of the world and do big things that make us proud.
Nice. Are we excited? Yes, so this is basically just the beginning. We've got amazing things happening at the Youth Startup Academy Uganda. We've got amazing entrepreneurs, some of who are here today to tell you more about the amazing solutions that they have, the incredible work that they're doing, how they're disrupting the ecosystem, the ways in which they plan on scaling their solutions. And we hope that through their participation here today, you can meet them individually, learn more about what they're doing, partner with them, get into the African ecosystem. So if you'd like to know more about our ecosystem, what you're doing, how you can partner with us, please look for us. But before I go on and on, I'm going to introduce the people that have brought us here today, what we're here to showcase, and that is our young, brilliant minds. We've got 10 entrepreneurs who are here to tell you more about their startups. And to kick off, I'm going to invite Agro Sahas to the stage.
Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Thank you. So, when was the last time you were thinking that the food you are eating might be produced from harmful chemicals and pesticides? Well, if you haven't, you should start thinking about it right now. We are exactly trying to solve this problem at the source, working with 10,000 farmers in Uganda. We are aiming to reach to at least 100 million organic certified farmers in next 10 years of Africa. We are AgroSAHAS International. We are looking right now to build a sustainable app ecosystem. We are world's first organic app ecosystem enabled by artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, with the weather and climate becoming more and more unpredictable, our farmers in East Africa are facing the very peculiar issue. They are trying to maximize the production per acre, and due to lack of access to information, lack of easy access to finance and the insurance, and quality organic inputs, it's becoming very difficult for them to maximize their production. We are also enabling these farmers to access $450 billion organic market. Out of that, we feel that we can at least capture about $4.5 billion market of East Africa and Europe. We are providing one-stop solution called as DigiFarmer, an app platform for organic farmers. We are kind of operating in very niche market, but with this initiative, we are becoming a marketplace where we are connecting farmers, vendors, and the buyers. So we are kind of app-enabled circular economy model. When we started in 2020, we started with very small bunch of farmers, training them into organic practices, getting them organic certified. We started with buying their produce. We started storage, processing of that produce. We were supplying that one to companies like poultry companies, chicken companies, and then we were processing the animal waste from those companies to supply back to farmers as a climate-resilient pesticides and fertilizers. From that journey, we are tech-enabling our business right now. You see, we are kind of becoming a scalable and sustainable app-enabled ecosystem. If you can see through our app ecosystem, we are providing them access of artificial intelligence and machine learning. We are giving them access to weather predictions, crop and pest disease detection, price predictions. We are automating data. Then we are also monetizing our previously offline vendor services like logistics, trainings, financing, insurance right now. In the end, we are providing market access to the farmers. So these are some of the examples, like we are giving the access for inputting and managing farming data for our farmers. They can also purchase and rent farm inputs. They can also take pictures of their plant and leaves, and they can receive the analysis of leaves if there is any pest or disease, and what could be the recommendation through artificial intelligence. We are getting about 20% average margin on the trading and 5 to 15% of commission on the sales via app. Since 2020, we are already $2.1 million in revenue. We are consistently touching, and we are also growing 30% year on year in the sales. We are also transacting about 12,000 metric tons of grain every year. We have supplied 600 metric tons of organic fertilizers and pesticides to the farmers. We have trained 20,000 farmers into organic. Out of that, as I said, 10,000 farmers are already organic certified. We are right now going for 40,000 farmer certification. We have 800 B2B customers who are satisfied with our customer service. And currently, the DigiFarmer app, already 200 farmers are using it through our DigiFarmer agents. We are building livelihoods, boosting financial inclusion, and strengthening resilience for our farmers. They have increased their incomes by at least 22%. Their farms are growing. They are getting financial inclusion. They are getting loans from the banks. They are also able to send their children to the schools. In terms of climate, we have already saved about 1,000 metric tons of greenhouse gas emissions in last 3 years. We have already replaced about 3,600 metric tons of chemical fertilizers with the organic fertilizers. We are improving biodiversity. We are conserving the soil. So this is our full-time team of 7 and 70 DigiFarmer agents. Our core team comprises of expertise from operations, artificial intelligence, blockchain, agriculture expert, and marketing. Our advisory board comprises of the experts from legal, fundraising, and PR and communication. We are already growing and a profitable venture in Africa. We are accelerating our pipeline with connecting to the new customers. Last year, we closed about $2.1 million in revenue with $115,000 in net profit. With the kind of funding which we are expecting right now, we want to reach to at least $47 million in revenue with $6 million in net profit in next 3 years. We are looking for first tranche of about $750,000. Overall, we are looking to raise about $3.5 million phase-wise. We are right now looking to scale into other parts of East Africa, like Kenya and Tanzania. Currently, we are dealing with only soybean, sunflower, and maize. We want to reach to at least 150 crops, which our farmers are dealing into, for which we were not able to provide the services. We are developing our offline channels, such as USSD, and we are also scaling up our app ecosystem to add more and more DigiFarmer agents. And remaining of the capital, we want to use for buying more and more commodities from the farmers. So as I said, we are the world's first organic farmer digital ecosystem, born in Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. We are sustainable, impactful venture. Please, if you want to know more about us, please reach to us.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So if you want to learn more about Sachin, AgroSahas, if you're interested in agri-tech, circular agriculture, please reach out to Sachin. He'll be around, or reach out to us and we will connect you to Sachin. If you're feeling good, it's about to get even better. So now I'm going to invite to the stage Yunga Technologies.
Next slide, previous slide. Don't cover it here.
Open, open, else we break in. Friends, those were the words used by robbers while breaking into the house of Mrs. Naguja, a mother of 3. In addition to taking her property, Mrs. Naguja was a victim of both physical and sexual abuse. Unfortunately, this lady is not alone. Every after 30 seconds, a break-in happens somewhere in Africa. And what happens? Over $2 billion get lost annually in such cases. What are the alternatives looking like? We have police stations across key markets in Africa. The problem is it's understaffed, less paid, and the response is between 6 to 12 hours. Most of you here, you might say, oh, that's really a lot of time, but it happens. And what does that create? It creates households to start spending money on private security companies as well as other alternatives. And that's about $500 every year. They are already spending such money on activities that are so expensive and they don't work. Not all hope is lost. I want you to meet Yunga. Yunga is both a device and a network that prevents burglary across key markets in Africa. And it works in a few simple steps. Number 1, our team organizes the community households into a group of 20 to 30 homes. Once that is done, we actually, each household is connected with the Yunga device, and then we create what we call the Yunga network. Now, what will happen when there is an attack, our customer will press the button on the Yunga device. The Yunga system calls both the community and the police. Now the response, which was 6 to 12 hours, is now given under 5 minutes. A bit of a visual. So this is what a customer has to do. You press a button on the Yunga device. You use a smartphone if you have one, or you can use any phone to type in a code, and you will send signals through our device to your neighborhoods and then the local police station. What is going to happen is a response that is commonly used in Africa, where people now will respond to a victim together with the law enforcement to make sure that crime is actually prevented. So captured with the local police station and the law enforcement. So that's how actually it works. Why is it working? It's because this is a model that is already working in Africa traditionally. People use drums to call for help within the neighborhoods. They use different signs. Once they drum once, maybe this is someone who is sick. Twice, maybe they have an attack. So we are basically automating what is already existing. Why are we special? We are affordable, 4 times affordable than the traditional or existing solutions. We are leveraging at machine learning and IoT for real-time monitoring and mapping of crime. We are community-centric, and we are also building using the African culture embedded into the product that we are building. Okay, how do we make the money? We charge our customers $135 one-off fee, and then we charge them also a $3 payment for the peace of mind in subscription. What that gives us is a lifetime value of almost $400 in 7 years, but also we are making 73% gross profit model on all the models that I've explained. It's very interesting that early in, we've already made almost $190,000 in revenue. Very importantly, we've saved these people about $600,000 in break-ins, and also prevented 215 cases of crime. Because of the work we've done, we've been able to scoop the biggest award on the continent, which is the Africa Prize for Engineering Innovation. Because of that, we appeared on BBC and CNN, and many countries are writing to us to have this product in their market. From Uganda to Africa, we are not a product that is built for Uganda. We are planning to cross across Africa and have these customers also achieve our services. 30,000 households by 2025, and then 100,000 households by 2027. From there, by 2030, we'll reach 1 million households and then have $200 million in revenue, hence becoming a unicorn. Today, we have raised less than $100,000, and we are proud to say that one of our investors comes from Korea, and that money has actually helped us to grow so fast within the last few months. Now we are raising $500,000 in a pre-seed to help us connect 30,000 households, and that will give us $4 million in revenue in the next 24 months. We have a team of great guys that have been building this product. They don't sleep, and to make sure that people actually get safe communities in the areas of electronic circuit design, operations, customer acquisition, and management, as well as a good team of advisors in management, tech, and law. I'll tell you this before I end my presentation. Your dreams can only be realized when your security is guaranteed. I want you to join us on a journey as we create safe homes for over 1 million households across Africa by 2030. Yunga, my neighbor, my security. Thank you so much.
Nice. Thank you so much, Anatoly. So if you would like to join Anatoly's journey, please feel free to reach out to Anatoly during the course of the day or reach out to us, and we will gladly connect you to Yunga Technologies. Are we feeling good? Are we feeling great? Wonderful. So now I'm going to call to the stage Bringo Fresh.
Hello, everyone. My name is David, and I'm the CEO and founder of Bring Up. Hello, everyone. My name is David, and I'm the CEO and founder of Bring Up Fresh. In sub-Saharan Africa, the traditional food supply chain is highly inefficient and disorganized, with so many intermediaries. Here is Moses, one of our smallholder farmers, who previously sold his bunch of bananas at 83 cents. The same bunch was sold to an urban retailer for $4. Thanks to Bringo Fresh, Moses' revenue has increased by 70%, and the retailer's costs have reduced by 20%. So we use technology to aggregate demand and supply. We handle the logistics from farms to retailers within 12 hours. We are a one-sourcing platform for fresh produce, connecting retailers and farmers in a much more sustainable and fair way. And overall, we are reducing the cost of food in the urban centers. The market opportunity is growing exponentially, and the fruits and vegetable market in Africa is estimated to be more than $100 billion, growing at 10% annually. So our goal is to acquire a 10% market share from 500,000 retailers that spend at least $20 on fresh produce daily. So we operate a low-margin, high-volume model, and the profits come from controlling costs. Our average product price is $25, and we make 20% gross margins. We've delivered more than 1,000 tons of fresh produce and generated more than 500,000 in revenue in just 1 year. Our revenue has grown by more than 300% since 2020. We've reached more than 1,000 retailers and 200 farmers in Uganda and Kenya. We are a dynamic team of professionals that is passionate about creating solutions to complex social, economic, and environmental problems. We are backed by a board of advisors with experience in finance and management. We emerged the second best early stage startup in Africa in 2019 and the best early stage startup in Uganda in 2020. We've raised more than $300,000 and also got strategic support from partners to support our human resource and finance functions. We are building East Africa's first low-cost and fastest B2B supply chain for fresh produce. to reach 5 new markets in the next 18 months, grow our volumes to 100 tons daily, and deliver to more than 1,000 retailers daily. Please join us on this journey as we innovate and transform the fresh produce supply chain in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bringo Fresh. So if you'd like to learn more about Bringo Fresh, please connect with David during the course of the day, or of course the Youth Startup Academy Uganda, and we're happy to make the connection. And now we're going to cross over to Health Tech. We have Phyllis, who's here to tell us more about MScan. Phyllis, over to you.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. These are the last words that the priest said as we laid Nakatude to rest. Nakatude was a 21-year-old woman that died due to pregnancy complications. In Uganda today, more than 6,000 women are dying every single year due to pregnancy complications. And 70% of these complications can be detected on ultrasound and prevented early. On a global scale, more than 300,000 women are dying due to pregnancy complications. And 99% of these deaths are occurring in developing countries like Uganda. This is why we created MScan. At MScan, we develop low-cost, mobile ultrasound devices that enable us to provide much-needed, life-saving ultrasound scans to pregnant women in low-resource settings. We are focusing on affordability of scans. The conventional ultrasound machine will cost you between $10,000 and $250,000. The MScan device will only cost you $2,000. Because of that, we're able to offer our ultrasound scans at only $4 per scan. This is very low compared to the $16.4 that is charged in most health centers in Uganda. Our device is able to connect to a phone, laptop, or tablet and is able to run on both Windows and Android. Unlike our competitors, at MScan we believe in a holistic approach towards providing ultrasound. We go the extra mile to provide point-of-care ultrasound training to frontline health workers in low-resource settings. In 4 years of research and development, we have been able to go through 5 versions of MScan. In 6 years of operation, since we were founded in 2017, we've been able to carry out 13 medical camps, scan more than 5,000 women, and detect more than 600 complications. We started out as a non-profit, but we quickly realized that there are only so many people you can save without money. However, during our time as a non-profit, we were able to raise $400,000 in grant. In the year 2021, we decided to become a hybrid. That means for-profit and non-profit. And since our launch into a hybrid in 2021, we have been able to sell our devices and generate $67,000 in revenue. We have been able to sell our devices in countries like Uganda, Kenya, DR Congo, and most recently, Ghana. Our business models include direct sale at $2,000 per device, rental model at $200 per device per day, and revenue sharing where we charge each patient $4 per scan. We are raising money to launch and to expand our revenue sharing model. Under the revenue sharing model, we collaborate with a low resource setting health center in a 5-year contractual agreement. We then charge each patient $4 per scan and divide the revenue 60-40 between MScan and the health center. Our market size in Uganda alone is over 5,000 private clinics and more than 2,400 health centers. This translates into more than $177 million. In Africa and the Middle East, our market is currently over $1 billion and is projected to grow to more than $2 billion by the year 2029. So far, we've worked with global partners like COMEUP, like UNFPA, and Johnson & Johnson. Our team is comprised of very talented young people, like myself, a medical radiographer, Innocent, a medical radiographer, Dr. Ahimbesi Prosper, a medical doctor, Ivan Nasasir, our technology lead, and we also have our mentors like Dr. Rosemary Bianyima, who is currently the director of the National Referral Hospital. Our ask is $840,000 to deploy our centers, to deploy 105 centers under the revenue sharing model. In the 5 years where we'll have deployed in these centers, we'll have scanned more than 630,000 women. Of these women, 378,000 lives could be saved. We'll also have generated more than $2.5 million, and we'll have broken even in 2 years and 4 months. Join us to make sure that no mother dies while giving life. M-Scan, save a mother, save a life.
Thank you so much, Phyllis. If you'd like to learn more about M-Scan and the amazing, impactful work that Phyllis is doing, please reach out to her or reach out to the Youth Startup Academy Uganda, and we're happy to connect you. And now on stage, I'm going to invite Jimmy from Tourism.
Thank you.
All right. Good morning. My name is Jimmy Oyune, and I'm here to present and share with you an option that is good for us in sub-Saharan Africa. Today, a lot of people are switching to a healthier lifestyle, and everyone is opting for something much more healthier. And as you know, proteins are the building block for any human being today. As urbanization takes effect, a lot of people are opting for meat and animal protein. But here we want to present to you pulses as an alternative to protein. So this is pulses, or what we call legumes. And this is typically what you will find on an African market. Many times, it's dirty, it's unsalted, and full of impurities, the worst today being aflatoxins. It will take a person an average of about 15 minutes to organize the pulses, that is, wash it, clean it, and sort it before actually putting it in the pot to prepare it. And many times, we lose up to 30% just in sorting and washing. And most times, the nutrients are lost in the process. So at Tourism, we give you an option. We go ahead and provide you machine-cleaned, safe pulses or legumes, free of all impurities, and have a high nutrition content. So you'll waste no time in sorting, you'll waste no time in washing, and you'll lose no pulses. Actually, you'll have value for each and every grain that you actually purchased from the shelves. And we guarantee you high nutrition. So, starting from as low as $1, we have a select range of pulses that we provide. We have peanuts. I think the most common in Korea is sesame. That comes in both retail packages, as you see, 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms, and 5 kilograms. And we have commercial packs of 25 kilograms, 50 kilograms, and 90 kilograms. So this is Bonita, one of our very proud customers. In her testament, she says her experience with the market beans has always been bad. She says, I have to clean, sort, wash, and many times I lose up to 30 grams of the 1 kilogram she's purchased. When she switched to begin purchasing from Tourism, she says, I put my Tourism beans straight to the pot, no worries, no hassles, and she gets value for her money. So at Tourism, we bulk. We work with smallholder farmers, close to 2,000 farmers now. We purchase from them. We process, we process it and distribute through the supermarkets. Using our model, we have increased the farmer's income by at least 50%, and we have lowered the sourcing costs for the supermarkets and other producers up to 20%. Over the last 18 months, we have raised $42,000 in revenue, and we've sold over 260,000 units in a few of these supermarkets. These, let's say, the common supermarkets we have on ground. We are priced reasonably, and the micronutrient ratio to price is so far the highest when it comes to pulses in the market today. And we're actually 35% cheaper than our lead competition. The market size in sub-Saharan Africa is over 1.1 billion US dollars. And we have only niched the urban population of about 11.4 million, and we are able to service up to $5 million of that market. So over the next few years, we project to go to over slightly above 500,000 with the current trend. So the team is managed by I with over 8 years in operations. We have Caroline, who has been the head of operations and working with the farmers closely. Stella with over 35 hands-on experience on production at the local store, and Lucky, who is over 7 years in marketing. With over 40 years of combined hands-on experience and industry knowledge, we have Godfrey Kajubi and Bob Okello working on our advisory. So with this, we have been able to shoot up to 85% increase in production. We have been able to fix over 36,000 metric tons of nitrogen in the soil, substituting synthetic fertilizers, and we have been able to reach to over 2,000 farmers. So we are raising 60,000 just to step up our production by 70%, and 20% will be invested in building the farmer institutions, and 10 will work on staffing. So I'm inviting you, join us at TruZim while we feed the world and healing the soil one pulse at a time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Jimmy. So if you'd like to speak to Jimmy some more, learn more about tourism, the wonderful work they're doing, please connect to Jimmy or connect to the Youth Startup Academy Uganda, and we will connect you to Jimmy to learn more about his work. And now I would like to invite to the stage Alan from Lara Fragrance House. Alan, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alan Chimera, CEO and founder Lara Fragrance House. We're all about making perfumes, and I would like to ask a colleague of mine to pass this around so you can get a whiff of it. Thank you. Yeah, so formerly, I desired the high-end designer fragrances, but I couldn't afford them. So I decided to use my chemistry background to craft scents. And during this time, I found that all my peers were into the homemade fragrances. Then I discovered that there was a great market potential in this area. And later on, this gave birth to Lara Fragrance House. Annually, Uganda spends over $85 million importing fragrances into Uganda. And these fragrances cost between $50 to $250, making them unaffordable for the vast majority of customers in Uganda. And these customers are willing to pay just $30 for a 50 milliliter bottle of perfumes. So as Lara Fragrance House, we are making fragrances affordable for all. Our products range from $6 to $40, and our locally manufactured products are 70% organic, using locally sourced ingredients, and this later helps us boost our local economy. Here is Priscilla, a proud customer of Lara Fragrance House, as now she can get herself a high-quality perfume at an affordable price. Our aim is to tap into the $34 million Uganda market as we look at branching into the $1 billion East African market and later on expanding globally. We profit through a B2B and B2C model with a 45% margin, and our products of a variety of sizes to cater for different categories and needs of our customers. In the last 4 months, we've made about 200 plus customers who are using our products currently, and we've raised about $2,000 in revenue from selling our samples alone. And right now, we are working on 8 collaborations with different companies who are interested in our customized scents for their products. Our products are on a high demand, and our aim is to hit $800,000 by 2028, and that will be after selling over 50,000 bottles of perfume. And right now, we are solving a bottleneck of packaging supply that has been affecting our sales, and we are projecting to sell about 5,000 bottles of perfumes in 2024, and this will be done through setting up 5 new locations across Uganda in different towns in the next 18 months. We are raising $25,000 at the moment, and this is to help us scale up our production and help us to reach 5 new towns in Uganda. We are a team of professionals passionate about perfumery and fully into this to see that we scale this solution of ours to all areas in Uganda and globally. We have a team that is supporting us of professionals and partners, and we are working with ITC, we are working with COSME and Hive Collab Uganda. Please join us in raising the fragrance industry in Uganda, and let's make this global. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alan. I know we all love smelling good. Do we love the smell? Yes, so if you'd like to connect to Alan, please reach out to us, Youth Startup Academy Uganda, and we will make the connection. So that's not all. We now have another entrepreneur who wants to tell you more about what they're doing, and that is Frank from Suzy Water Harvesting.
Hello everyone, my name is Akankwasa Frank. Presenting Suzy Water Harvesting Company Limited. What we do is that we are trying to create a new source of clean and affordable drinkable water. And how are we doing it? First, we identify the problem. In the developing countries like Uganda, 11 million people face water scarcity, especially those from the northern parts of the country. And to school children, the condition is even worse, as learners have to travel 6 kilometers every day in search for water, which is to be used at home and at school. On average, schools spend almost $10 in trying to make this water safe for drinking. However, they can't afford to spend all this much, and as a result, it is given direct to children to drink it. As a result, 33 children are dying of diarrhea due to drinking this dirty, contaminated water. In response to this problem, we have created a solution. We have developed an atmospheric water generator, a machine that creates water from the air. Let's see how it works. We all know that air is a mixture of gases, including water vapor. So the machine condenses this water vapor to its dew point, and after condensing it, this water is purified and made ready for drinking. It goes through a series of water purification. That's a layout of how the machine extracts water and also purifies it. All the materials used have been sourced locally from local hardware stores. This is how we make money. We sell the machine at $2,000, giving us a profit margin of 30%. We also do leasing of the machine at $50 per month for 5 years. We are targeting school, though the market for our machine is large. We are looking at schools in Uganda, later on schools in East Africa. We have so far sold 20 machines in the past 12 months. We have raised a revenue of $40,000, and we have been awarded as the best startup of the year in Uganda. We have competitors in this business. However, our competitive advantage lies in the pricing and in the energy efficiency. Our machines consume almost half of the machines, those which are imported, and they cost half the price. We have partners whom we work with, which are UNICEF, Save the Children, Response Innovation Lab, among others. We have a team of 3 co-founding members having experience in engineering, water treatment, and business operations. Join us as we create a new source of clean and affordable drinking water. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Frank. So please reach out to the Youth Startup Academy Uganda if you'd like to find out more about Suzy water harvesting. And now I'd like to invite Deborah from Imani Tech on the stage.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Deborah from Imani Tech Uganda. We are the future of networking in Africa. Do you know how many small businesses lose important customer and employee data because of disorganized systems? It is also very hard for them to collect, organize, and track this data because of their inefficient systems. Their systems are time-wasting, they hinder agile decision-making, and they lead to operational inefficiencies. Our solution, the Imani Smart Business Card, helps you collect, organize, and track customer and employee data. This is how my card works. I go to work in the morning and I clock in with my Imani Smart Business Card. I go out in the field and I tap my card on a customer's phone, which helps you track my performance when I'm doing sales. And back in the office, my manager is able to see how many phones I've tapped on, thereby tracking my performance. He's also able to get information from the clients whose phones I've tapped on, thereby collecting customer data. This makes it easy for them to follow up on leads. Managers and companies are now able to track employee performance and follow up on leads easily with the Imani Smart Business Card. This is not just a business card. It also works as an ID as well as a smart business card that helps you share company information. That is your website links, your social media profiles, your products and services, your business working hours, etc. in just a tap. You can edit and update all your information anytime, any day at zero cost. This is the last business card you'll ever buy. This card also works as a clock-in and clock-out card, which makes HR work easy because it helps you track employee attendance. Our customers right now are corporations, freelancers, as well as entrepreneurs. With over 800,000 tax-paying businesses in Uganda, 40 professional bodies, and 1 million freelancers, the market in Uganda alone is $30 million. In Kenya, it's $50 million, and in Nigeria, it's $100 million. This means there's potential for Imani Tech to grow if we tap into this market. We do have competitors, that is Multicard and Proxima. However, our competitive edge is the fact that there is a need in the market that we are addressing. Ours is more than just a business card. It is a CRM tool. It is an HR management tool. Our products are segmented to cater for the exact needs of our clients. Our products, our business model so far is from card sales as well as subscription packages that are tailored to suit the client's needs. So far, we've made $15,000 in revenue. That is from card sales as well as subscription packages that are paid for per month. We've partnered with the Ministry of ICT, Pulse Uganda, the Uganda Marketers Society, as well as Raintree Farms. These are not just partners, they are also our clients, and they've helped us open more doors to more clients. In the future, we want to expand into fintech, whereby you can use your card to pay for bills. We also want to venture into digital ads, transport, as well as events. We want to do this through marketing, forming more partnerships, comprehensive onboarding of HR and training, as well as onboarding a sales team. Our ask is $50,000 pre-seed safe notes. This is to help small businesses streamline their data. This investment is also going to help us achieve our milestone of selling 15,000 business cards, onboarding 300 businesses, and earning $375,000 in revenue by the end of 2025. We have a diverse and capable team that is made up of experienced marketers, a software developer, as well as advisors. We have the skills to help businesses grow through our CRM tool. So join us as we help SMCs grow bigger through an integrated, user-centric, and cost-effective platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deborah. So if you'd like to take your business data, your operations to the next level, your networking, please reach out to Deborah from Imani Tech or reach out to the Youth Startup Academy, Uganda. And now I would like to invite on stage Joel from Trampo Technologies.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joel Ojema, CEO and founder of Trampo Technologies. At Trampo Technologies, we are simply making it easier for SMEs to move the logistics. Let me tell you a story about Helen. Helen over here is a retailer we work with in Uganda. Like many other SME owners, every day when she goes shopping for her merchandise, she has to close her shop to go procure goods. And thereafter, she spends about 6 hours trying to find a reliable supplier. This is just like many other hundreds of thousands of SMEs go through this on a daily basis when they're doing business in Africa. This is because also largely logistics in Africa is a nightmare. Working with so many inefficient parties and unreliable transporters we work with. Also, you find that in Africa, transporters are largely informal because there are few of them are operating as companies. And therefore, you work through each and every individual transporter, and that is why it's such a nightmare to deal with this in the country, or on the continent. But also, this is the reason as to why the cost of logistics in Africa is quite expensive. To put it in perspective, it costs the same amount to transport commodities within a smaller country such as Uganda, which is about 600 kilometers in radius, as it is to transport a similar container from Korea to the port of Mombasa. That is how much expensive it is to move goods within Africa. But also furthermore, it costs on average quite higher than the world average in terms of the cost of goods we end up consuming. Because up to 75% of the cost of goods we consume can be attributed to the cost of logistics. This is really higher. It makes the cost of doing business, but also the cost of living for an ordinary African to be really higher than the global average. And as a result, many businesses cannot operate sustainably and cannot grow. We're trying to change the narrative for this. Introducing Trampo Technologies, where we use technology to basically aggregate the demand of the transporters and connect them to a pipeline of transporters to help them move their goods from the pickup locations to the delivery locations of their choice. This is all done through a seamless platform that also is powered by AI, where we help navigate the routes for them. This further also lowers the costs that the clients will end up paying as well. One of our attributes are we are very, very reliable, and also customers can actually get tailor-based needs for them. Therefore, reducing the time further because we provide the specific transport needs for them. We're also very efficient at this because we lower the cost of this process by over 60%, and we're also proving to be about 10% cheaper than the ordinary transporters we have in the ecosystem. Our business model is quite simple. We do take up a 10 to 15% commission on all the driver charges, all the transport fees. We have so far worked with about 150 drivers and served over 250 businesses in Uganda alone, generating over $25,000 in revenue. But over the next 18 months, we want to focus on growing this to over 500 drivers and serve over 10,000 businesses, generating our revenue by growing our revenue by 10 times to $250,000. We have worked with some partners on the continent, such as Agvo, Kiosik, and Wasoko. These are one of the largest distributors or retailers within Uganda and East Africa. The market opportunity is quite large. Logistics in Africa is valued about $350 billion, but also the SME market, who we target, is about $280 billion. So we target to serve about 10% of this, which is about $2.8 billion over the next 3 years. Our ask is $50,000 to keep growing, to improve on our product offering, and also serve more customers within Uganda and grow regionally. Our competitors, of course, are not alone in this market. We're competing against Kobo 360 and Lorry, but these are largely focused on the higher tier businesses or the middle class and higher class businesses. We focus so much on SMEs because they are the majority of what makes up most of African enterprises. Up to 70% of them are SMEs. So that's our target, and that's what makes us different. Our team is comprised of logistics and e-commerce experts. Personally, I've worked in tech for over 10 years, and most of my friends have worked in the tech ecosystem, building fintech and e-commerce solutions for the businesses on the continent. So we have what it takes to build a very successful business on the continent. You're most welcome to join me in a journey to make African businesses logistically efficient, profitable, and able to grow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Joel. So if you'd like to learn more about Trampo Technologies, if you'd like to partner with them, if you'd like to support them, please reach out to Joel or the Youth Startup Academy, Uganda. And now, last but certainly not least, we've got Sandra from ShareCard who would like to tell us more about her solution. Sandra?
Thank you very much. Everyone inspired by the startups from Uganda? My name is Sandra Awili. I am the CEO and founder of ShareCard. During the COVID lockdown, many organizations closed their doors. They were unable to reach their beneficiaries, leaving their impact uncertain. Have you ever wondered how African institutions manage and use their data? With over 800 such institutions in Africa, over 70% lack an effective system for data management, for standardized data management and reporting. What does this mean? It means missed opportunities for progress, impact, and worse, funding mismanagement. This is Mesak. He's a field manager with Biosyntech, an avocado processing factory in Uganda. Mesak is responsible for supplying quality avocados to his factory. He works with over 5,000 avocado farmers in different locations. To be able to ensure sustainable and ethical farming practices, Mesak needs reliable and timely data about his farmers from his field agents. Initially, he used paper, Excel, to be able to gather this data. But a lot of this information did not come on time. It was also very inaccurate. And because of this, they lost 2 years in implementation time, and about 100,000 seedlings were lost. They moved to Kobo, but he faced even more difficulty because Kobo is very complex, and his data was even more fragmented. Kobo requires a high-tech literacy level and so many equipments to be able to operate, so adoption was also very difficult for them. So what is our solution? ShareCard is a smart data management tool that gathers, aggregates, and analyzes program implementation data up to the final beneficiary in real time, both on and offline. It is a tool that uses a management dashboard, agent app, and beneficiary cards. We not only ensure the confirmation of resources distributed at the last mile, but we also work towards streamlining implemented deliverables and ensuring that the users have clean data that they can make clear decisions with about their projects. With ShareCard, our users can aggregate a list of all the people, the individuals they're serving at the last mile on a single dashboard. We want to ensure that the teams that are using our platform can operate effectively with clean data. With an aggregated list of everyone the organizations are serving, Our users can share this list with their implementing partners and funders in real time to report their impact. We enable them streamline all of their tasks through easy to set up intuitive workflows. Our value proposition is quite clear. We want to enable our users clearly define and track their objectives with clean data, with less duplication and low fragmentation. We want to support people like MESAC who are creating a difference at the last mile to be able to utilize their data better by providing rapid access to crucial information about their projects in real time before it becomes too late. And MESAC is not alone. Healthcare institutions, development agencies, governments, education centers all struggle with this problem. In Uganda alone, our total addressable market is valued at $16 million US, and across Africa, $144 million US. We provide packages as low as $50 US accommodating organizations of all sizes with a user lifetime value of 4 years. So far, we've been able to generate 7,000 in prepaid revenue, and our current an activated pipeline valued at over $25 US monthly who are ready to be for our campaign that is starting. We've secured 2 official partnerships in the Uganda market, 25 validated to onboard. Our target is to onboard 500 clients in 2024 to reach a target of $5,000 US in monthly recurring revenue. Before we plan on reaching 500 in annual revenue, and for that, we're raising $50,000 to be able to expedite our growth and manage. We are a team of managers, software engineers, and business developers. We are committed to ensuring that verified and traceable data is not just a luxury that corporates, big corporates can afford, but a necessity towards achieving sustainable development goals, seamless collaboration, and accountability. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Sandra. Can we please have another round of applause for the 10 startups that presented here today? What you've seen here is really just a drop in the ocean. We've got an incredible portfolio of over 700 entrepreneurs from across sectors. So if you'd like to learn more about the Youth Startup Academy Uganda, the work that we're doing and how you can get involved, please reach out to us. We're more than happy to collaborate because we're always looking for partnerships to move forward. So once again, I'd like to thank you so much for your time. I'd like to thank you for coming here, to listening to us, but more importantly, we'd love to get to know you more. Please connect with us. I'm Rita. Thank you so much.